So sometimes we can get really, really down on ourselves when life isn't going the way we had planned, when things don't measure up to our expectations, when we are not getting the results that we want. And we can just come down on ourselves really, really hard. And we may find it really hard to love ourselves. And we may put conditions on our self-love and say, well, I will love myself when I get this or that result. I will love myself when fill in the blank, whatever it is that you want, that you're striving for. And so when we don't get that thing, when it doesn't manifest, we can beat ourselves up. We can go into self-loathing, self-hatred even, and say, I'm such a bad person. I'm so terrible because I am not this way, or because I'm not healed, or because I have this or that flaw, or because this part of my life is messy. So I want to remind you that we are all here working on our stuff. We're here moving through life the best we can. We're all here to learn certain lessons. We are all here for a unique purpose that is unique to our soul, for why we came into this life. And that's going to be different than anyone else's. And so if we compare to someone else, or if we look at or compare to our, measure ourselves against our own expectations, and we find that we fall short, and we can get caught in this negative cycle, and it just goes down and down and down until all that we can say about ourselves are unkind and hurtful things. So sometimes the antidote is not to strive more, be perfect, do more, work harder, work smarter, work better. Sometimes the antidote is really to say, can you focus on your relationship with yourself and switch your energy so that you are loving yourself, that you are accepting where you are, accepting that you are working on it, accepting that it will get better and it will change. You're not stuck. Can you allow yourself to enjoy the moment? Can you find joy? Can you have fun? Can you allow yourself to exhale and look at the situation and know that you are doing the best that you can, that you are where you need to be, even though the situation may be terrible, and that you are navigating things to the best of your abilities, and your abilities right now are enough, because that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now in the present moment. So we have to love ourselves now, not when we get to somewhere else. Not when we lose the weight, get the job, get more money, have a life where everything is going perfectly and flowing. So let's do some tapping. Tapping can help bring these feelings to the surface and let them go. Tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I'm having trouble loving myself, I'm having a really hard time coming up with self-love, I'm going to begin anyway. Even though I have a whole lot of negative things to say about myself, I'm going to start to turn that around and love myself anyway. Tapping through the points. I can get really down on myself sometimes. I can be absolutely hard on myself. And during these times, self-love is the furthest thing from my mind. I want results. I want things to change for me. I want things to be different. I don't want to accept this. But I get frustrated when I don't see my hard work pay off. I think that I must just need to try harder. Maybe if I could be more perfect. If I didn't have the issues that I have. If I was more of anything, then I would be happy. And then I'll love myself. How do I love the me with all these flaws hanging out? How do I accept myself? I'm not where I want to be. And I find that unacceptable. I have put conditions on my self-love. I have made my self-love conditional. And that's no way to treat myself. Somewhere along the way, I learned to abandon myself in this way. And that is not a fair way to treat myself. That is not a kind way to treat myself. I wouldn't accept that treatment from someone else. So why am I doing it to myself? It all starts with me. It starts with my relationship to myself. If I'm unhappy with myself, I look within. If my life is not where I want it to be, I look at my relationship to myself. How am I treating myself? Am I showing up for myself? Am I showing myself compassion? Or am I being an absolute tyrant to myself? Am I allowing myself to feel my feelings? Not just the positive ones, but the negative ones too. I'm going to allow myself to accept all of my feelings just as they are. They are a part of me. I allow myself to accept all of my feelings. Because when I accept them, they flow through me. They don't get stuck. They move and they flow out of me. I decide to give myself unconditional self-love. Not when I reach a goal. Not when I'm perfect. But now. I deserve that. I am worthy of that. And when I give this gift to myself, my whole energy changes. I feel better about myself. I find it easier to express gratitude. Easier to see what's going right in life. and life becomes more of a flow state. So I'm taking these steps right now. Allowing myself to love who I am, just as I am right now. It is safe to do that. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me for self-love. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.